I'm going to show you guys 2 ways to save a ton of money sports betting and avoid these pitfalls that so many amateur sports bettors fall for. Now, at the end of the day, if you can avoid losing money, that's just as good as winning, guys. Keeping money in your bankroll, avoiding losing is just the same as winning, only a little bit better because you save the juice as well. I'm going to show you guys 2 danger zones, areas that if you were to bet, you would lose money year in and year out. I'm going to show you one in college football and one in baseball. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to avoid these and even how you can make money fading them. Before we jump into that, guys, I have 2 different 2-unit plays going today in Masterclass. Now, our 2-unit plays are 87 and 38. Good for a 69.6% return. Absolutely phenomenal, guys. So we have 2 of them going today. Lots of value out there on a very, very busy day. If you're interested, benderwins.com, guys. It's 99 bucks a month. Gets you my full card every single day. All right, let's talk about danger zone number 1. Okay, so we're going to start with baseball. I'm going to give you an area to avoid. Now, again, if you've capped a game and you think there's a significant amount of value and it happens to fall within this danger zone, for this baseball system, it's okay, all right? If you want to still make that play, go ahead, but the warning bell should be going off. And this is the home favorite that's a medium favorite, okay? We're talking minus 137 to minus 160. Now, if we go back over the last 20 years, home favorites that are minus 137 to minus 160, well, they won 4,257 games. They only lost 3,181 games. The problem is this. For every $100 you bet on all those games, you would average losing $4. It is a negative 3.9% ROI, meaning if you were to bet $100 on all of those games, you'd be down over $30,000. And it's so bad, in fact, that if you were to actually blindly fade on the other side, you would average a 1.1% positive ROI, taking the underdogs on all these plays. Now, that being said, guys, a 1.1% ROI is not worth chasing. This is simply to avoid, okay? This is not a system where you say, okay, we're going to go out and bet the other side. Although over 20 years, it would have been very slightly profitable. Avoiding home favorites in baseball, minus 137 to minus 160, has been a good strategy to save you money. On to the second way. Now, the second one, guys, is in college football. And not only am I going to tell you the danger zone here, what we want to really be worried about betting, but I'm also going to give you an auto fade system that you can absolutely 100% auto fade every time it comes up. Okay, now first and foremost, to understand college football, guys, understand that betting the under, the large portion of the time, has more value, okay? Now there's scenarios always, every week, where there's good value on an over, okay? But over the long term, if you were to blindly bet over the last 20 years, $100 a game, if you blindly took every under, you'd lose $23,000. Now that's not good, right? But let's look at the flip side. If you were to blindly bet every single over for $100, you would have lost over $70,000. So that just goes to show at our first glance that obviously unders are preferable for sharp bettors, okay? We prefer to find the under. But now where we fall into our danger zone, and where I'm going to give you an auto fade, is you cannot bet totals in college football unless you know the wind. Okay, and I'm going to tell you exactly why, because right now, guys, if the wind is 17 miles an hour or greater, average, okay, average wind 17 miles an hour or greater, 39% of those games go over. That's an auto fade. So if you're out there looking at a line and you're thinking, wow, like this is good value, I think the total should be 60, it's sitting at 55, and you go ahead and you bet it, but you don't know there's a 22 mile an hour wind, you've just walked yourself right into a trap, okay? So this is a scenario where you find a 17 mile an hour average wind in college football, and you blindly bet that to win 61%. It's an absolute no-brainer. That is the importance of understanding wind and weather in college football. So I'm going to share with you guys the danger zone, where that point begins, because we're not going to find a ton of games with 17 mile an hour wind. So at what point do you want to completely avoid betting the over? Well, that's very simple, guys. The danger zone The danger zone we're going to stay away from is the 8 mile an hour plus wind. Okay, you have any wind over 8 miles an hour, and that starts to become the point where fading is much more attractive. Okay, but if you have an 8 mile an hour wind in college football or greater, now is definitely time to say, I'm not going to bet the over and move on. It doesn't mean that you automatically are going to, take the under on all of those games. Absolutely not. Okay, that's where your capping comes in. If you think there's value, go ahead and bet it. But at this point, seeing an 8, 9, 10 mile an hour wind, we do not want to be on the over in college football. Okay, so that's 2 ways to save you guys money. And again, penny saved is a penny earned. All right, you avoid losing. It's actually better than winning, because when you avoid losing, not only do you save your bet, but you save the juice as well. All right, now above and beyond that, guys, we gave you out a little system. It's an auto fade. Okay, watch for it. You get 17 mile an hour winds or greater, you're going to win 61% of the time. So that's a pretty healthy system. I wish you guys the best of luck. I got two unit plays going today, guys. BenderWins.com hitting almost 70% on our 2 unit plays. Wish you guys the best of luck, and we'll see you soon.